Welcome to BTA Fridays Breaking the Algorithm. I'm your host, Kelly Morgan. This is where indie authors stop chasing trends. We build strategy, visibility, and confidence. Around here, we don't follow the algorithm. We break it and put something better in its place. Let's get to today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of BTA Fridays Breaking the Algorithm. Here's where we break the algorithm and we put something better in its place. My name is Kelly Morgan and I am your host. So today we're going to talk about bookstores strategically. Bookstores are very different from book clubs and podcasts because bookstores are retail positioning. And so when your book is in a bookstore, it carries a lot of credibility. And it doesn't matter if that's a brick and mortar physical location or if it's a virtual bookstore. It's just the authority of being stocked, right? So let's break it down strategically. First of all, two types of bookstores that I am aware of. There is the brick and mortar, like your Barnes and Nobles, your Tattered Bookstore, or your local bookstore in your community, right? Brick and mortar, can walk in there, browse, see everything. And then there is the virtual bookstore, right? So two types. Now, the brick and mortar, although excellent places to have your book, they have limited shelf space, right? And they are thinking about foot traffic. They think about their customer base and they think about their genre, if they're genre focused, and what will actually move, right? So brick and mortar, little bit of limitations there. Now, virtual bookstores, they have unlimited shelf space, but they are still thinking about alignment. They're thinking about their audience, they're thinking about quality, and they're thinking about those things just like the brick and mortar. So let's ask ourselves a couple of strategic questions when it comes to getting your book in that bookstore. Number one, what type of bookstore are you approaching? Right? Is it going to be the brick and mortar? You're going to walk in there with your stuff? Or is it going to be a virtual bookstore? Either way, are you prepared? Right? If you are approaching a brick and mortar, let's say, do you have an ISBN number? Is your book have an ISBN? Is your book only available on Amazon? Because if it is, bookstore's probably not going to buy it. They don't buy from Amazon. You need to have another place where your book is available, like Ingram Spark. Do you understand how wholesale discounts work? Or do you know if they offer consignment? Do you have a professional media kit ready to go? Right. All of these things are important to you when you are looking to approach a bookstore about putting your book on the shelves, right? That's just the brick and mortar, right? So if you are looking at a virtual bookstore, do you have the book available in e-book format? Is it ready to go? Is there an audiobook available if required? Do you have clear distribution information? This is not about showing up and asking. It's more about showing up and being prepared, right? And preparation takes time. So if you want to get your book into bookstores, researching the bookstores, the first thing you need to do, you need to find out what bookstores take indie authors and what process they have to get the book on the shelf. What are their policies? Because trust me, most, if not all, bookstores have them, right? So you need to understand their policies. Do they offer consignment? Do you understand wholesale discount? All of those things. And then, how do you reach out? Do you have that professional media kit? Are you going to walk in there with your actual books? If so, do you have a professional media kit? Are you going to reach out to the virtual bookstore and present your books and yourself? If so, do you have a professional media kit? Because you guys, it is important. And then once you've reached out to them, you have to follow up. In today's world, people get very busy, emails get missed. And so it's always on you as the author to follow up. Knowing an appropriate time frame and how you're going to follow up is important because I've said it a million times. time is currency, right? Time is money, y'all. And you need to treat time and your book as if it is money, because it is. It's money. Now, it's time consuming to get your book into bookstores, but it can be incredibly rewarding. Like I said, to see your book on a shelf or know that it's on a virtual space is the most incredible feeling, but it's time consuming, right? And so this is where TrustBridge comes in. Now, I built TrustBridge from scratch. Took me about a year, you guys, to put this thing together. And so I have bookstores that I have built relationships with that are open to indie authors, if it fits and aligns with what they got going on. I will do the introduction on your behalf. I will create the media kit. I will do the pitching, and I will do all the heavy lifting. Here's exactly what it looks like. There are 3 packages to TrustBridge. The intro package is $149, right? And that will give you 3 curated introductions and your media kit and all the follow-up until we know what's going to happen with that book and that bookstore. The Connect package is $249. That gives you 5 curated introductions plus your media kit, right? Plus all the follow-up and all the coordination. I'll do all the heavy lifting. You will know exactly what's going to happen with that book, right? And then the third one is the Spotlight package. That's $349. That's 10 curated introductions plus your media kit plus all the follow-up and coordination for all 10 introductions. Yes. Yes, y'all. And if you decide to go this on your own, which you totally can, right? You can totally reach out to book clubs. You can do all of these things, but you still need a media kit. I do offer a standalone media kit. It's $199 because guess what? You need one. And any of the packages, like I said, includes the media kit. Guess what? The media kit is yours to keep. You can go and use it for other things because a media kit screams that you are serious as an author. All right. So you're not paying for random emails. You're not paying for let's blast it out into the ether and see what sticks. That's not what you're paying for. No. And I want to know that you know that this is valuable, right? So only you can determine the value. So what are you paying for? That professional media kit, those curate introductions aligned with your book and your genre. All the follow-up is handled. I've got existing relationships, right? So it's not like these are just random time saved, which, oh my God, to me is valuable because time, again, is money. If we create your media kit, it is yours to keep, right? Bookstores, y'all, that's a long-term visibility move. It lends credibility, it lends credibility, and God, it creates positioning. It allows for collaboration too, because once your book is in that bookstore, virtual or brick and mortar, you could have in-store or virtual signings. You can do virtual events. You can do cross promotions. You can promote the bookstore from your platform. They can promote you from their platform. Now you guys have got this cross collab thing going on. So a bookstore can be a great relationship to have and to foster. So if you want to explore that lane intentionally, then head over to my website, brightheadedpublishing.com. Click on TrustBridge for Authors, learn all about it, determine if you think this is your lane. And if you think that it provides value, then let's work together and let's see what we can do. Let's get your book in those bookstores. But if you want to go the solo route, at least go get the media kit. And if you don't have a media kit, get one, y'all. Before you approach a bookstore, got to have that media kit and be sure to have your book someplace else than Amazon, like Ingram Spark. Remember, bookstores will not purchase from Amazon. All right, let me give you my laundry list of things before I let you go. If you are a creative in this space, I have a thing on Monday called the Author's Mic. I open up to whoever wants to be a guest. Go to my website, go to the Be a Guest tab, fill out the information, boom, you're a guest. If you are on your author journey and you want some really good information, I have put together a guide with just some good, solid information I wish I would have had when I started writing that first book. So I just thought it would be great to pay it forward, right? So it's on the website. It's free. Go get it. It's called So You Want to Write a Book. It's a flip book, and then you can download it as a PDF as well. It's free. Go get it. If you want to support me as an author, I've got two books out there. You Sound White, which is a print book only, and then Wait for It, which is print and audio. I am happy to send them to you. I'll ship them, I'll sign them. I've got some free goodies, but you can get them wherever good books are sold. Totally up to you. No pressure. If you do decide to support me, thank you. If not, you know what, y'all? I get it. It's all good. And then, if you are a reader, I would love for you to join our book club. We have one. It's called the IRS, the Indie Reader Society. We only support indie authors. That's all we do is just indie reads, right? And so if you are thinking, hey, how can I support an indie author? Join our book club. Because just think about it. When we read an indie author's book and we all buy the book, we all get visibility, we can review. Just think of the eyes we can put on that person's book. So join us as a reader. Be a part of the movement. One of my goals is to grow this book club as big as I can. Then, if you are an author, you can pitch us. Guess what? You can pitch us. It's on the website. All the information's there. Pitch us as a book club. And, if you come correct and all the information's there and everybody likes what they see, who knows? We could read your book. The bigger you are, the bigger that we are as a book club, the more impactful we are as a community. All right, y'all, this has been another episode of BTA Friday, Breaking the Algorithms. My name is Kelly. I will catch you next Friday. Go out and make it a great day, because you know what? I'm definitely going to try. We'll catch you next time.